Why do some people only want to look forward and not look back?
People who want to look forward and not want to look back are people who lack accountability. They're selfish people. They're people who are not growing. They are people who are not coping with the actions they've taken in life earlier on. And it's very different to introspection. Introspection is when a person has a desire to grow and is saying to oneself, in order to grow, I want to become more loving. I want to become less jealous. I want to become less envious. And so on a daily, on a weekly, on a monthly basis, whatever, they sit down, they look at oneself and say, okay, how did I go? Did I get better at doing that in each situation? This is completely opposite to the person who doesn't want to look back, who just wants to go forward. The person who just wants to go forward is saying, what I did in the past doesn't matter. How I treated you yesterday doesn't matter. I'm here talking to you now about going forward. Okay? So they're extremely selfish. They're selfish in the effect that they're unable to say to you, I'm really sorry how I behaved yesterday. I realized now that it hurt you, that it upset you, etc., etc. They are refusing to take accountability for their action back there. They do not want to look at their behavior. They don't want to look at their behavior because they don't want to make the change. Very often they may use the words, but I'll do differently tomorrow. But if you don't understand and you don't introspect and you don't understand why you behaved the way you did back here, you have no understanding of yourself. You don't have a strong self-identity within yourself. You have no learning. So when the same situation arises tomorrow as arose yesterday, you can be almost certain you're going to behave in the same or in a very similar way. Therefore, there's no change. Therefore, there's no growth. Therefore, there's no accountability. Therefore, there's no introspection. So people who are just saying, it doesn't matter what happened yesterday, let's not talk about this, let's just go forward. And often with some therapists too, there is a method, a model, where some clients are actually taught, don't worry about yesterday. What's important is how we move forward from today. I want to say to you from a spiritual perspective that is completely and utterly flawed. Until we can heal what happened yesterday, and that includes the question you've just put to me. If I have misbehaved yesterday, I've been mean, I've been nasty, I've been hurtful. If I can't reflect on that and heal that for myself, I have to be able to come to the conclusion of myself of saying, I did that. I can't change it. I feel really regretful that I did that. But I can't keep beating myself up. All I can do now is learn from that and make sure that I never do it again. That's self-healing. That's saying, I'm a human being. I make mistakes. I make errors. I can accept that, learn from it, and move on. The person who doesn't want to reflect on yesterday is not doing any of that. They are avoiding, they're nasty, they're mean. They are selfish in the extreme. They're not taking any accountability for their impact upon other people. That is a lack of value. It's a lack of morality.
For more spiritual knowledge, remember to subscribe. If any of the information Ian and Pearl spoke about piqued your interest, make sure you like and comment on this video below. There's so much knowledge and advice being delivered from spirit to you via this channel. Healing your physical and emotional pains will guide you towards a more loving and meaningful life. This is the Spiritual Renaissance.